The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Victory Drive. This week, I had my brother, Jordan Johnson, back in studio. We talked a lot about psychology and military mental health and mental health in general, actually. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. It is a really fun episode. It's fun diving into psychology stuff, especially with the whole, honestly, the suicide epidemic that we're living through right now in this entire country, especially in the veteran community. So it was, it got pretty deep in some aspects of this conversation. Some things I didn't necessarily know a lot about my brother, and then also some other things that were just it's really interesting. Psychology is always very interesting. It's always one of those questions whenever suicide happens or something like that, where everyone sits back and is like, wow, man, if only there's something else I could do, or if only I knew, or I think that's just kind of hard. It's a hard topic. It's a really hard topic to kind of tackle. There's a lot of nuances and different things that happen in everyone's brain. Everyone's different. So it's just kind of fun. He's really getting into psychology and learning more about that kind of stuff. So it was interesting and fun to kind of pick his brain about that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy the episode. I know I sure did. All right, and on to the partners of Victory Drive. If you guys need a new cooler, check out Grizzly Coolers. They make the best fucking coolers in the world right down the street in Decorah, Iowa. So if you guys need a new cooler or a new hunting blind or, I don't know, any badass drinkware, then check out Grizzly Coolers and use code WCB to save some money. Also, we got Black Ovis. Black Ovis is just your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor hunting needs. So if you guys need some new hunting gear or outdoor gear or footwear or anything like that, check out blackovis.com. They've got really good prices, very competitive in the market. So check out Black Ovis. Use code VICTORY at checkout to save money with Black Ovis. Then we got Huntworth Gear. Huntworth, they make I like to call them your everyday working man's camo company. They make really good hunting gear, very high quality stuff for very good prices. They're not cheap, but they're not overly expensive. It's just a very good middle of the ground price point for really high quality gear. So if you guys need some new hunting gear, check out Huntworth. Use code WCB15 at checkout there. And then we got Mountain Ops. Mountain Ops is an outdoor supplement company. They donate a shit ton of meals to hungry people and do really nice things with their money in that side of the aisle as well. But in order to make money, they sell supplements. So not only are they giving away food to hungry people, but they're also making people healthier by giving them high quality supplements, and helps them get back in the field with their Ignite, or maybe it helps them get back in the gym with their pre-workout and creatine and protein powder, and then all your multivitamins, all that kind of stuff. Any type of supplement that you need for the gym or in the field, check out Mountain Ops. Use code VICTORY at checkout, and that's about it. So really appreciate you guys listening. Really appreciate you guys listening to every episode that I put out, and and supporting the show. It's been an absolute blast the past 2 episodes. So I just want to say I'm very thankful, very happy, and just very thankful for you guys out there listening. And if you guys want to further support the show, Victory Drive does have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/VictoryDrivePod, I believe. If that's not it, then just use the search bar and type in Victory Drive Podcast. It'll pop right up. I've been putting these episodes out early on there. I kind of slacked on this one a little bit because it was kind of a I guess I didn't have a whole lot of time. I've been very busy with with Thanksgiving and hunting season, and all this other shit. So, but Patreon's gonna be hopping real soon here. We're gonna start putting hunting videos and other videos and stuff on there, and then the episodes come out early on there, and they're ad free, all sorts of stuff. So check out patreon.com, Victory Drive, and look me up if you guys want to further support the show. I really, really do appreciate it.
I'm going to start school back up.
Oh, are you? What are you going to go to school for?
I'm taking psychology.
Oh, okay. I know we were talking about that quite a bit before, but
Yeah.
I know for sure if you're going to actually do it or not.
I have 2 years left of my undergrad because I have an associate's degree.
Is that what they call like the last 2 years of a bachelor's is undergrad?
Well, a bachelor's is called an undergrad.
Well, bachelor's is an undergrad.
Yeah. A bachelor's and an associate's are undergraduate degrees
Okay.
because they're not graduate school.
So the only reason why I ask is in movies and stuff, they're like, oh, where'd you undergrad at and stuff. So that's just where'd you go to college the first 4 years of your life?
Yeah, pretty much. This is where'd you go before graduate school?
And everything after. Okay, so everything after that is called graduate school.
Yeah.
So it goes undergrad, graduate,
That's
PhD.
No,
Oh.
PhD is a graduate degree.
Is that the same? Like, so if you become a lawyer, you get what is that? You get a law degree, but
Yeah, you have either a master's degree or a PhD in law.
oh, okay. So what's a master's? Is that 8 years?
Yeah, 6 to 7. I think
6 to
usually.
7.
Yeah.
Then a PhD is what, fucking 10?
Something like that. I really don't fucking know.
I don't know. I never went to college, so I don't.
I only went to 2 years.
Yeah. Okay, so you need to get a PC. I was going to say, because we were looking around there too, and it's like, I remember on Black Friday back, like when we were younger and stuff, it's like the whole store would be on sale basically. They'd have like killer sales, like 60-70% off on. They didn't have like gaming consoles on Black Friday this year at Walmart. Like I went in there and I was looking at an Xbox just for fun, and they weren't even really on sale.
GameStop did. I went to
Yeah,
GameStop today.
GameStop did.
They were selling PS5, the PS5 Slims for like $365 or something.
Oh, really?
I just heard some dude out there jacking his jaw about it. Mm-hmm. He's like, if it's $365, I'll fucking buy it now. And it's like, Jesus, let's go. I just had a video game in my hand. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to like it.
What was it?
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
What? That's a real game?
Yeah, it just came out.
It's
Supposedly,
it's a Dragon Ball Z game?
yeah.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero?
Yeah.
The fuck's it about?
It's you play as Goku and you fucking you can play as any there's like 18 different characters you can play as.
Nice. Is it
You
like
start as Goku and you fucking just Gohan got captured by fucking the Saiyans, so you got to go fuck him up.
Damn.
So I just fucked up Raditz. then I got fucked up by Vegeta, so
Damn, dude. Vegeta's fucking. He's about as strong as it gets without being Super Saiyan.
he is Super Saiyan.
Wow. In that game, was he? Because in the first.
In the game,
Dragon Ball Z, he didn't go Super Saiyan until like later, after Goku.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Goku's
he
the
wasn't.
first.
He wasn't super. I'm not even Super Saiyan as Goku right now. It's like the beginning of the Dragon Ball Z lore,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird because it's not really following Dragon Ball Z, even though it's a Dragon Ball Z storyline. It's a Dragon Ball game, but
Is it open world?
no,
No.
it's a fighting game.
Oh. Like Tekken?
But it's like you fly around and you can fucking, it's not just like 2D or whatever. Or like, one plane.
Oh,
like
okay.
It's 360.
Okay, so it's not like Tekken and Street Fighter and shit.
No. It's like just like a Dragon Ball game. Like how you see the fights in the show.
Do you like have to go there though? Or you just like you beat a guy and then you move on and then just like storyline?
It just moves
cinematics and
episodically
goes-
throughout the story, and then it's just like, you are too powerful. I must end you. Like that weeb shit.
Yeah. Was it rated teen?
I don't know.
Fucking
Couldn't tell you. I don't even know if I like it. So far, I'm kind of lukewarm on it. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. I mean, I like Dragon Ball Z and shit. You know? I'm not into anime, but like I like that lore. I like the lore because it follows like traditional mythology. Because Goku was based off of the myth of Wukong. I don't know if you know that. Also a fucking badass game. Black Myth
Really?
Wukong. That's game of the year, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Did he go Super Saiyan?
No, there's no Super Saiyans.
There's some Super Saiyans
But
in
he
Wukong.
flies around on a Nimbus.
Oh, really?
No.
Damn.
And he's just like powerful like Goku, but no, there's no Super Saiyan bullshit. He's God.
This is like Japanese lore?
Chinese.
Chinese. Oh.
Yeah. It's a Chinese game, which was like the
Okay.
big controversy when Wukong came out. It was like, oh, it's fucking China.
Yeah.
Everybody hates China now for some reason.
Well, they suck, Jordan.
Well, maybe. I don't know. The government does. Yeah. Probably. I
The
don't
Chinese
know.
people don't suck though. It's just they just got roped into a shitty situation. You can't.
Yeah, it's like any other thing.
You can't choose where you're born.
It's like North Korea. The North Koreans don't suck per se. It's just bad situation.
Yeah, but unfortunately, governments tend to, I guess, be like I don't know the poster child of what the country is. Like Americans are probably not super well liked across the entire world, especially in certain areas like that and everything else. And it's not like our fault. Like we didn't do anything wrong necessarily. It's just our government is doing a lot of stuff and their government's doing a lot of stuff and it makes us look like a bunch of assholes.
Yeah. Speaking of that, are you familiar with Johnny Somali?
Johnny Somali?
Yeah.
No.
It's a dude. He lives in South Korea. He's just a super punchable. Oh, that's a mic down.
God damn it. I'm trying to check to see this is recording. Make sure I don't see this.
But he's just like a fucking asshole. He just goes around trolling fucking Koreans and shit.
What's his name?
He's an American. That lives in fucking Korea, South Korea.
Oh,
Johnny Somali.
Johnny Somali?
Yeah,
Okay.
he just goes around and fucks with Koreans and like disrespects their culture. And
Really?
like, I lived in Korea.
Was
Dude.
is he like a social media fucking nerd or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't call him an influencer. He's like a fucking troll.
Yeah, just a troll.
But his
Troll.
like Twitter or X bio thing was like fucking start Asian hate
Jeez.
instead of the stop Asian hate thing. He calls himself the Korean War.
Damn.
But it's kind
of funny. Actually.
That's funny. It is funny. But if you watch this
douchey.
shit, it's just like it's such a fucking dick move, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
He just
Well, it doesn't make sense. Like
No.
whenever you're targeting like a group of people, just to fuck with them like that.
he's living in their country.
Yeah, like
He's an expat.
Yeah, you're kind of the odd man out here, bud.
Yeah. Well, he's looking at prison time.
Oh, what do you do?
Well, he did a lot of shit. But one thing he did, the thing that's getting him prison time is he made an AI. He got an AI like image or video or something made, and then he broadcasted it on a stream of him fucking like some Korean celebrity. And in Korea, they literally just passed a law like a year ago that if you make any AI images that are sexually explicit that involve real people, it's like 8 years in prison and like fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines.
Oh, jeez.
So he's looking at Korean prison time.
Well, I mean, kind of had it coming.
Yeah. The funniest part, dude, the lore on this shit is hilarious. You need to go down the rabbit hole sometime. It's fucking hilarious.
Johnny Somali?
Johnny Somali.
Oh,
You can find them all on YouTube. But he he was at a fucking restaurant and he was just saying all this racist shit to this old Korean lady. And like in Korean culture, like they do not tolerate disrespect to elders at all. Like if you're on a fucking, like a train and there's an old lady standing up older than you and you're sitting and they're still standing, like you will get the fucking shit rocked out of you. They'll beat the shit out of you on the fucking train, and then you'll go to jail, and then you'll pay that person. I saw it happen.
No shit.
Many times.
Well, that's kind of nice, though.
And if you're a foreigner, it goes double. Like,
I bet.
They do not tolerate foreigners fucking their country up.
Well, it makes sense, though. It's a respect thing, and I think that's a big thing in all Asian cultures, isn't it? With for one, respect. Yeah. Like respect is a huge thing. And if you're blatantly disrespecting someone, then it's like, all right, dude, you're about to get your fucking head chopped off.
Yeah, and like almost all Koreans that are military age got conscripted in the military at one point, and they're all like black belts in something.
Right.
They know how to fight.
Isn't that part of the rock army shit? They have to do some sort of martial art.
Well, it's also part of like their schooling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just do martial arts. It's part of their culture.
It is.
And I did Korean Taekwondo. Like, it's a lot different than what we do in the States. It's a lot different. I mean, it's more like kickboxing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, it's not like fucking doing forms and all that stupid shit. I mean, they do it, but like, it's mostly like, here's the technique for the day, and then we're going to spar at the end.
That's what I thought Taekwondo was going to be like when I started Taekwondo when I was a kid. Like, where's all the like sparring and fighting at?
Yeah.
We're just doing fucking dumbass. Fucking making a bunch of noise and doing these dumbass like moves that it's like really honestly the one thing I got out of Taekwondo was that if you used it as like a way to just get limber, then it's a really good like active yoga class. Pretty much. Well, basically
what we have in the States mostly is fucking points. It's made for like points competition. So like if you tag somebody, it's a point. It's not made for like knocking people the fuck out.
Right. Yeah. I get that too.
It's like it's like what you see in the Olympics is that's the Americanized version of Taekwondo basically. But they have that in Korea too. But like what most people over there do is like, you know, taking somebody's fucking head off. Like that's the idea.
But the thing is like there's like everything else, like there's points karate and then there's, you know, full contact karate.
Right. Yeah. And there's a lot of good Taekwondo dudes and good karate dudes that are good professional kickboxers.
There are. And the thing, well, Joe Rogan talks about a lot because he did a lot of Taekwondo and stuff and then got into kickboxing and all that shit. But it's like, in MMA, you see that too, where a guy has like a Taekwondo background. Like, he still knows how to fight, you know. You just have to learn some other shit too. But it just I didn't make it up very far in Taekwondo either, obviously. But it's just hard getting through all the bullshit of like all the form shit. It's like if we could just like teach us how to fight a little bit. I get that you have to learn the form and all that stuff. I totally understand that. But if we could do a little bit of practical training at the end would be really nice, something to look forward to. But there's really nowhere to look forward to, at least in the Taekwondo classes that we have around here, where it's like, I don't know, you become a black belt and then you can do points Taekwondo, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of Mick dojos out there too, you know? It's lame. It's a business model.
Would you call it Mick Dojo?
What's that?
Did you call it Mick Dojo?
Yeah.
Like McDonald's?
Yeah. I didn't come up with the term. It's
okay.
There's a funny Instagram page called Mick Dojo Life.
Oh, is that the one where they it has all the videos of like the fake like dudes coming up and they would like flip them around with like their pinky or something like that?
There's a lot of that. Yeah,
like just fake ass martial arts.
There's also a lot of like the dudes like with their minds knocking people over and shit.
Yeah. I have
hilarious.
seen that actually. Fun. I have seen that. That's fun. I didn't realize it was called McDojo. I think it just probably would pop up in my reels and shit every once in a while.
Yeah. But one thing that page has brought to light though that I think is kind of disturbing is the amount of kids that get sexually assaulted through all that shit. Like through martial arts.
Martial arts?
Yeah, big time.
Seriously?
A lot. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Well, you're familiar with the story from like the fucking 80s or 90s or whatever it was, where it's a very popular video. It's one of my favorite videos of all time. But it's a dad, his son was in karate, and his karate sensei or whatever would take him to like out of town for, you know, like weekends. and get hotels with him for like competitions and shit like that.
This is a video?
This stuff's not on the video,
okay,
but
gotcha.
he got caught and he was going to go to jail for it. But he was basically taking the kid and fucking raping him in the hotels. And then the kid told his dad. And I think the kid killed himself.
Yeah.
But the dude was getting like a super light sentence, like 4 years probation or some shit. And then the fucking dad had a fucking gun and he was waiting outside and shot him in the fucking head.
Oh, was this the one where he's like,
He's at
sitting at the payphone?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was on live TV.
Yeah, and he got off.
Yeah.
He got off.
He got off his crime of passion.
Yeah.
I think he got off with just wearing an ankle monitor for
Like a year or two. Yeah.
X amount of time or whatever it was. Yeah, he got off like super light too. That judge was super light sentencing judge. But also in that instance, this guy made sense where it's like, okay, I understand the law's law, but a judge can't sentence you past what is the maximum,
Yeah.
at the time. But yeah, that was a crazy one. I'm pretty sure that kid did kill himself. That was the whole thing. I think his dad's like, all right, I'm fucking. And he's actually talking to someone too on the payphone. He's like, all right, hold on, I got to do this thing. And then he just turns around, goosh, and shoots him right in the fucking head, dude.
Yeah. I share that video every Father's Day.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Fuck yeah.
It's a really good one. I think that guy just died not too long ago.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That sucks.
I know. I think his. Sorry, it's gonna get loud. Can't hear it, but
Somebody like that should be granted immortality.
I know, right?
Like you did. You peaked, and there's nothing for you really. I mean, you're not going to die. We just got to keep you alive.
Literally did the Lord's work. It's God's wrath raining down, man.
Yeah.
That deserved to be fucking killed.
There's more out there.
Yeah.
We can't take it quite yet.
Oh, dude. I was just talking to someone about this. I was talking to Ashley about it. We were talking. How the fuck did we come on this conversation? We were talking about like child molesters and stuff, and just like sharing stories like basically like this where people would get molested and shit like that, and I'm like, dude, I just made my stomach turn so bad. I was getting so fucking pissed. I'm like, I just want to fucking just get rid of them, scum of the earth. Like they're just the worst.
Yeah.
They're the worst people on earth that get away with doing like absolutely fucking heinous shit to the most innocent life on earth, and we're just like giving them fucking 3, 4, 5, 6 year sentences, and then they get
protective custody.
In protective custody, because they know that if they get sent out to Gen Pop, there's a bunch of dudes doing life that don't give a fuck and will kill them.
Yeah, or worse. I mean,
or worse.
Keep them alive and just chop them up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's this. Oh, yeah. I know how we got in this conversation because we were talking about. It came up this guy. We were talking about this guy that was in prison and he killed his bunkmate, and his trial. He was telling the judge this stuff and everything else, and he's talking about it and like so. Basically, don't quote me. This isn't a quote, but basically they were talking about it, and he's like, "Yeah, and I'd fucking do it again," like and everything else. And he's like, "I'm in prison for life. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm here forever until I die. Like and it's not. It was in a state that wasn't a death sentence. Like there's no death penalty. So he's like, I'll do it again. Like I don't care. Like I'm already here forever. So I mean, send another fucking pedophile to be my bunkmate that does some creepy ass shit all the time. I'll kill him too. It's just like really." Brutal, like brutally honest about it. And I guess his bunkmate, they were in the little TV area or whatnot, and he kept turning into like PBS Kids and would be like making fucking groaning, like I don't know, like being really crude and disgusting about it. And he's like he's gonna go out and do it again. Like he wasn't fixed. Like nothing about that guy wanted to actually change. He was just gotten better at it. So I fucking killed him.
Yeah, the pedophile rehabilitation rate, like to be rehabilitated from pedophilia, is like I think it's 5%.
Damn.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. But I'd say, how do you come back from that?
Yeah, it's disgusting. Really, I mean,
it is fucking disgusting.
I don't even understand how people can get to that point in the first place. It's like just fuck chicks. Like chicks are hot.
Yeah, chicks rule.
like normal adult chicks. You know what I mean? Somebody your age.
Yeah.
You'll find somebody. You don't got to go grab a kid and fucking force them to. It's like literally the worst thing. Man. It's the worst thing I think it's the worst thing that anybody can do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that there's. And like the fact that it's like, it's less than 20 years in prison is alarming.
I think
we just need to kill him.
Yeah, I think so too. But I would say that the what do they call it? Recidivism? Is that where they do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they come back to prison.
Yeah. Okay. I would think that the recidivism rate on a murderer would be less than child molesters. Like the chance of them getting out of prison and going out and like being like, okay, I gotta keep on the straight and narrow here. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of murderers, unless they're like a deranged serial killer, but like there's a lot of people in prison for the rest of their lives because they, took revenge on someone that did them wrong, actually did them wrong, or some other shit, or a crime passion, or like even like gangbangers and shit. A lot of times they're like, damn it, dude, I got into this gang young, one thing led to another, and I killed another gang member. Now I'm in prison for life. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like if they got out, they would be better citizens than fucking chomos.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
without a doubt. I mean, people like that, unless they're absolute psychopaths, like a total, right. Like they, fit into the dark triad or the fucking tetrad or whatever people call it now. Like
a Ted Bundy or
like a
Dahmer
narcissist, psychopath, situation. Machiavellian type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be rehabilitated. Kempers aren't going to be rehabilitated. They need to stay in prison for the rest of their lives.
What?
Like the Ed Kempers of the world.
Who's Ed Kemper?
He's a serial killer. Killed a shit ton of co-eds, killed his own mom.
Damn.
Fucked the decapitated head.
Ugh. Was mom?
Yeah.
You, dude. What the fuck?
His mom was incredibly abusive.
Oh, my God.
That's a fun rabbit hole to go down.
What was his name?
Ed Kemper.
Ed Kemper? Yeah.
He was like he was a literal genius. He's still alive. He just came up on a parole hearing recently and he got denied. Thank God.
Well, I suppose why.
But even his own admission is like, I don't belong out there with the rest of you. I'm going to kill all of you. He's like, I'm not going to stop killing. I love it.
Jeez.
But he's like Mensa, dude. He's like a genius. Like he has a genius IQ. His fucking story was he tried to become a cop initially. And
so he could kill people?
Yeah, and he failed the psych portion.
Thank God they have a psyche foul.
Yeah. But no, his mom was crazy abusive, made him live in the basement with no lights. Like, in like an unfinished, like, dirt basement, you know what I mean? And his sister lived upstairs like a normal person. He was treated like a complete bastard.
Damn.
But, yeah, he got sick of it one day, killed her, cut her head off, had some fun. And then he went out. He went out on a killing.
That's one way to fucking put it, I guess.
He went out on a killing spree.
Oh my God!
And he tells all this shit. Well, he was actually one of the dudes that helped.
Dahmer.
No, it's a FBI agent.
Oh,
I can't remember his name, but he created the idea that you can create like psychological profiles on serial killers.
Oh,
Ed Kemper was like instrumental in that. That's actually who they based Silence or Hannibal Lecter off of, was Ed Kemper.
Yeah, because that was the whole point of that movie, was that Hannibal Lecter was actually helping that FBI agent. He was a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, he's like a genius serial killer. Mm-hmm. They got that from Ed Kemper.
Okay. Damn, when did you do all these killings? In the 80s and shit?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it was the 80s.
Why are there so many fucking serial killers in the 80s and 90s?
There was an era.
There was
an era of it, and that's why the FBI created like the profiling unit and like the serial killer hunter unit, whatever they call it.
So they try to catch them. Like it's leading them to catching these people earlier before they become like serial killers. So they just like
so they could be like, okay, who the fuck are we looking for?
Yeah,
and they got a system down that was like almost. I mean, it had like an 85% success rate. Damn. And like identifying who they were, and like what their hobbies were, what they looked like.
Damn.
One thing that they all had in common at the time is they all drove Volkswagen Bugs.
What?
Yeah, and then it changed.
All of them?
Then it changed to cargo vans. Every single one.
All of them, huh? Well, who's that famous one that was like a good-looking dude?
Ted Bundy.
Was it Bundy?
Probably.
Because I think he did it in Volkswagen Bugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did Ed Kemper. Almost all of them did.
What the fuck happened in the 80s? What was it, I wonder, that made people just want to become serial killers?
I don't know, but
do you think
I have my suspicions, but I don't have any evidence to back it up. It's all just anecdotal.
What's that?
The beginnings of MK Ultra.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Fucking
they started that in the 60s, didn't they?
Something like that, yeah.
So then 20 years later in the 80s, when the kids
They're all
grow
grown
up,
yeah, they're all fucked up.
they're all fucked up.
I mean, the
Damn.
Unabomber, he was
He's
an
he's
actual,
legitimately MK Ultra.
yes,
Like that is a proven thing.
yeah, because they were doing that at Ivy League schools. The CIA was.
Yeah, that's
That's declassified too.
yeah. Well, that's the thing that they were doing to him because he was a genius too. That's why he went to Harvard so young. But that's where they put him in the deal and like just berated him forever and ever.
Yeah, they basically like Clockwork Oranged him. Mm-hmm. Made him watch all kinds of weird shit. Did like weird sensory experiments on him. Weird shit. I don't fucking know.
And he's young. Like he went to Harvard young. Like, he graduated early and shit.
Yeah, he graduated high school at like 15, 16.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He had an IQ like off the charts. Mm-hmm. Then he went to Harvard for, I think, mathematics.
Of course, that's what all geniuses do. Yeah. For some reason, they all like numbers.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I was smart enough, I probably would too.
Yeah,
You can figure a lot of shit out with math.
it's true.
It's modern day, like, fucking wizardry, dude, honestly. It's like modern day magic.
It really is. It's like when you start making, I don't know, I'm not a fucking mathematician by any means, but there is a lot of stuff that deals with numbers that's like a lot of, and this just makes you kind of unique because I would say probably the majority of people are not like great at math. You know, like we're all like decent enough, like standard shit, like adding, subtracting, division, multiplication, stuff like that. But I'm talking like really good at math. There's a lot more people that are really good at reading than there are people good at math, right?
Yeah.
I'd probably say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, reading is a lot easier to comprehend because everybody uses words every single day.
It's true. That's true.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm
comparison.
going to be honest with you. There's a lot of people that don't even know how to read very good either.
I know a few of them. Yeah.
Join the army.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Wait for everybody to go up in front of everybody and start reading.
Yeah.
It's like, dear God.
That's rough, dude.
Dude.
I always volunteer because I was, I know I'm a pretty decent reader. Mm-hmm. And when I look around the room too, I'm like, especially in the artillery.
Oh, dude. Big time.
Dude, when I first got in the artillery, when I first got to Fort Carson and got to my first unit, one of the first people I seen in my unit, I legitimately thought, I'm like, this guy is retarded.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually legitimately mentally handicapped. We had two of them in our battery that I legitimately thought, I'm like, you guys are legitimately handicapped. Like, you shouldn't be here doing this job.
Yeah.
And they both got, stuck in the cat and everything else. And
of course.
Yeah, that's where they belonged, hump arounds. Mm-hmm. Fucking, that's all you can really do. But it blew my mind, dude. I'm like, oh my God. And the first thing that ran through my head was Boer when he told us not to do it. And I was like, this is what he was talking about. Yeah. He said, he's like, dude, artillerymen are fucking retarded. I'm like, it can't be that bad. Mm-hmm. Everyone makes fun of the infantry for being stupid. And then I went to the artillery. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. This is so bad. It's so rough.
They're idiots.
It's terrible. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really good soldiers out there too that are artillery, but
yeah,
it was an interesting experience going from infantry to artillery.
It's a frustrating experience because a lot of the most retarded motherfuckers had rank.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I'm not going to go on that whole thing, but like, nice thing is though, it's like living in the movie Idiocracy. You know what I mean? Like if you have a modicum of any kind of intellect at all, and I mean just a little tiny bit. If you know how to read, you're gonna make rank like crazy.
Yeah,
because not everybody's retarded.
No. FEC was generally pretty decent.
Yeah, they were nerds.
For the most part.
For the most part.
13 Bravos, not so much. 13 Foxes were
somewhere
13
in between.
Foxes. Yeah.
They're like rednecks,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But basically the guys that wanted to go infantry, but there was no room for, or something like that, or they just thought calling in air strikes would be more fun, whatever.
That's the best kept secret in the Army.
Dude, honestly, the best.
Know where to go rank wise though. I mean, like you make E7 and you're maxed out.
Yeah, but
I mean, you can go.
I don't know. We had a lot of like my favorite first sergeant he's a 13 Fox.
Right. Well, I was going to say, unless you want to go run a battery of fucking 13 Bravo retards.
Well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. That's the only way it's the only place you can go after E7 is run a battery full of retards. And
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That looked like a miserable experience.
Or you just retire at E7. There's no one saying you can't do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do 20 and just take your time getting your rank, and just don't leave the platoon.
Stay in E5 for 12 years, make E6. That'll take you to 20.
Yeah. And then people will be like, oh, why do you suck so bad? Like, I don't suck, dude. I'm smart. I'm way smarter than you. I'm fucking taking my time.
I've been doing my MOS my entire time in the Army, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm good. I don't need to move on. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I want to make it. I want to make 7, do that for 3 or 4 years, and then retire. But I want to hit my 20 after my platoon sergeant time and just be done.
For sure. Yeah, but as a 13 Bravo, though, it's kind of a motivation to get as much rank as you possibly can, because then eventually you leave a battery.
Yep, and that's the goal.
Then you make E8 and you chill.
Yep,
for the most part, master gunner. That job would be so fucking
the
chill.
Best, dude.
Do nothing.
Honestly, yeah. If you
all you do is evaluate people and just yell at them.
Yeah,
you're just an asshole. You're an asshole all the time that does nothing.
Yep. Dude, my platoon sergeant in Colorado, he was originally our master gunner, and we're like, God damn, he's a fucking dick. And then he became our fucking platoon sergeant. We're like, son of a bitch, but he's the shit. He's awesome.
Yeah,
he's the best. He was the man. He's a really good dude.
I've only had one Mike Golf that I liked, and that was at Bliss. He was cool as fuck. But yeah, the one
did I know him?
The one in Korea.
Did I meet that one? Was he Mike
yeah.
Golf when I was there?
Yeah, he was Mike Golf when I was section chief.
Okay, yeah, I would have been.
He loved me.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no, I didn't know. I remember you're talking about. Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah,
he was a shit. But I had one in Korea, dude. He just came off the fucking trail.
Damn it.
And I was a corporal. Like the worst rank to fucking be in any branch of the military at all. Because
corporal is the worst. You don't even get paid.
No, you just have all the responsibility. I did CQ.
Yeah.
That was like almost my full-time job.
Legitimately the only reason to make someone a corporal is to make them do the jobs that none of the other NCOs want to do or can't do because they're too busy doing other things.
Yeah. I didn't have a say in the matter. Sucked.
No, I know. You never do. They're just like, hey, you're going to be a corporal. I'm like, what? Yep.
Yeah, this fucking Mike Golf, dude. We're in Korea. We're doing PT, doing the PRT warm-up bullshit, and there's that one where you have to, you're pushing up, but your hips are, touching the ground.
Oh, the downward dog.
No, it's like the opposite, like the fucking snake one or whatever.
Yeah, Cobra.
Yeah, that one.
That one, yeah.
But my back's fucked. My lower back's fucked up, so I couldn't ever get my hips to touch the ground while being fully locked out in the arms. And he came up and he started fucking stomping on my back. He's like, "Come on, man, you got to get it all the way down." And I stood up and I was like, "You fucking touch me again, I'm gonna fuck you up." And he's like, "You know who the fuck you're talking to?" I was like, "I don't give a fuck. You fucking touch me again, motherfucker. We're gonna have a goddamn problem in front of everybody." And he's like, "My bad, man. My bad." I was like, what? Walk the fuck away, Jesus Christ.
Oh, jeez.
This shit was cracking and shit.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be doing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was stomping on me.
It's also against the rules. You can't be putting hands on people or feet on people.
No, he knew he fucked up instantly.
Yeah.
It's I don't give a fuck.
He probably just thought he was fucking around. He's like, oh, just a little bit.
Yeah, you fucking touch me, I'm going to fuck you up. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Well, you don't know what other people have been through. It's yeah. There's a little thing called fucking certain people have some medical conditions here and there. You probably shouldn't just be doing that. You go talk to him and be like, hey, dude, put your fucking dick in the dirt. I'm like, I can't.
He was all fired up.
My
first sergeant got chewed out for it.
What?
My first sergeant got chewed out for that whole thing because I did it in front of the entire fucking battery.
Oh,
and fucking
the Mike Golf chewed him out.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, battalion chewed out.
Okay.
Sergeant major chewed out my first sergeant. He's like, "The fuck, man? Why'd you do that to Mike Golf?" I was like, "He was fucking. My back is fucked up from a deployment, and he's stomping on it and shit." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know all that." I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you probably should have just beat the shit out of him. I was like, yeah, I probably should have. Whatever.
This is all in Korea, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also in Korea, I was in a really fucked up headspace. I was drunk all the time.
Yeah.
I got into a lot of fights over there.
That's pretty much all you do in Korea. It sounds like whenever I talk to people that went to Korea, that's all all they do is they just fucking go over there and just get wasted and just, that's it.
Yeah. They do. Saw a lot of people get kicked out.
Oh, I bet.
In my battery alone, I think we had like 13 people kicked out.
That's
13 months I was there.
Yeah. Well, because when we were going through AIT, we were both supposed to go to Korea. And then my orders got changed to Carson. But that was one thing that they all said. Like, dude, Korea can either make your career or break your career. You're either going to go there and you're going to leave with rank, or you're going to leave, or you're going to go there and you're going to leave with less rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left there promotable to E5. And that was pretty cool. But I did a lot of stupid shit. I just didn't get caught. I had good friends. Like what we usually did with my group of dudes when we went out and got fucked up is we had one person stay sober, and the rest of us blacked out.
Yeah, that's what you should do as an adult.
Yeah.
The only problem is when that guy that's supposed to stay sober doesn't. Just fucks you over.
No, we always had one that stayed sober. But no, I mean it was cool though overall. It's a good experience.
Well, you got to see a different culture and all that stuff.
Yeah, bring it back to since we're talking about Korea, Johnny Somali.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he's like fucking saying all this racist shit to this old lady in this restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And fucking some dude like beat the shit out of him. So he like went to the hospital and fucking so normally when these things happen, they just like fade into obscurity. You know what I mean? Like they just go to the deep corners of the internet and stay away from like public knowledge.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But like the entire country of Korea saw the shit basically.
Oh my God.
So they're like all fucking sending him death threats and shit. He goes to the hospital, he gets out, some dude that was like the equivalent to the Rock Army's Navy SEALs, he was in it. So he waited for him outside of the hospital and took a video of it, of him beating the fuck out of Johnny Somali again, while he's fucking like rehabbing injuries from the last time he got the shit beat out of him. So he beats the shit out of him. Somali leaves, makes a video about it. He's all pissed off, saying all kinds of racist, weird shit.
Uh-huh.
He had a pizza box sitting next to him when he was streaming all his shit talking after getting his ass beat. And people found out it's like one single pizzeria in the country. It's like the only one. So like we know exactly where the fuck you live, like within a mile radius.
Oh shit.
And so they all like just wait outside of his house and beat the fuck out of him every day.
Oh my gosh.
Like everywhere he goes, he just gets the shit beat out of him.
What does he do? Like what is he doing in Korea?
Just living there.
Just for fun.
Yeah, he's an expat. I don't know. He just lives in Korea. I'm gonna assume he was in the military. Probably got kicked out while he's there and then stayed. I saw a lot of people do that actually.
Yeah.
Get a visa.
But if you just presumably hate them, then why would you stay in their country?
Because he's ignorant, dude. I don't know.
Fuck.
He's just, I mean, honestly, probably he's just doing it for internet clout.
Yeah, right.
Because people watch this shit. He gets like millions of streams.
Well, I bet they do. That's one thing I noticed with, the internet. Well, nah, I'm going to sit here and talk like I'm the one that noticed it, but that's the thing with the internet that everyone knows. It's like it's kind of rare for like good things to really hit it with, unless it's like an extraordinary, like really awesome thing that happened. But the things that really gets views is fucking just complete absurdity.
It's just, yeah, it's stupidity.
Yeah, people being stupid, people getting hurt. People being a ridiculous, like, huge asshole. That's how it gets shares when people are like, oh my God, look at this fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how it gets shared around, and that's how you get fucking millions of views.
Yeah,
Gotta create something that's worth sharing, and a lot of times it's anger. So. Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about this the other day just about that, and like just how dumb everything is, and then how everyone is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you think we're going to have any intellectuals come out of this, like, the last maybe 10 years?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, of the current generation?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's going to be smart people are all over the place, you know? It's like, just because the internet is blowing up the ridiculous stupidity of the majority of people doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that the statistics are skewed towards that, and I don't think, at least.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me with it though is like the amount of money that these people make is insane.
Oh,
they make a lot of money.
Right.
Don't get me wrong; it's not like there's no longevity in the career. eventually this shit's going to die. And
You're
something
talking about like
else,
social media, fucking
influencers
and
or
shit.
streamers or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember when it used to be considered a really stupid idea to watch somebody play a video game on the internet. You know what I mean? Now it's like they get millions of viewers and make millions of dollars.
We were talking about that at work. One of the guys I work with, he's a little bit older, and he's just like, I don't fucking get it. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like,
It doesn't make
why
sense
would
to
you,
me.
He's like, why would you watch someone play a video game? Like, why would you watch them play a game like that? And I'm like, well, probably the same reason why you watch football.
Yeah, probably.
It's fun to watch someone do something that you do or you used to do, and you understand and appreciate how hard it is to be really good at it, and you like to watch the best compete. He's like,
a lot of these streamers aren't even good at video
he's just
games.
like, I just don't like it. Like, I'm not saying you have to like it, but I'm just saying like that's probably why people like to watch like streamers and stuff play video games, because like it's not necessarily that they're like you're just about to say, it's like not necessarily they're the best at that game or nothing like that, but they're entertaining and they're also playing a game that they like to play and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, it means they're like a friendship simulator, right? It's like you're, you're hanging out with your boy, like a homeboy, you know, and watching them fucking play Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero or something. You know?
Well, it's kind of the same. Friendship simulator, maybe. I was also talking to, we were all having this discussion, and I was thinking, like, you know, okay, so like, I do like a hunting podcast, and there's hunting shows, or you know, all this other stuff. I'm firearms, fucking hunting, and all this stuff. There's shows about all that, right? Like on the Outdoor Channel and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so you're watching hunting, and you could just go hunt yourself and do it, you know, kind of thing. But when in your free time, when you're not hunting, then it's fun to watch as well.
Sure.
But also, where's I going with this? Shit, I lost it.
Oh,
It just jumped my brain.
Yeah.
God bless it.
that happens, dude.
I hate it. What was it? Hunting shows, watching streamers. Oh, Friendship Simulator. Oh, that's what I was going. Okay, so I think in the big reason why like video game streamers and Twitch streamers and shit like that, they get a lot of like, it seems like an absurd amount of views. Like they get a lot of traction. I think it's because there is a lot of like basement dwellers. You know.
Sure.
If you're making a hunting show, there's not every hunter necessarily watches hunting shows because they just like to go hunt themselves. So there's a lot of hunters, but there's like that. If you're taking all the hunters in the country, I don't know how many would watch a hunting show, you know? And then you take all the video gamers in the country, I bet you it skews towards like more of that population would watch video game shows. Does that make sense?
Sure. I also think it could be a possibility too that it's like people that are nearing middle age that are like trying to incorporate passions they had in their youth that they no longer can, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because the average viewership of video game streamers is actually like 30 to 40 years old. It's not like kids generally.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like one of the
Damn.
biggest ones out there is Asmongold. And I
Yeah.
actually really like Asmongold. I think he's a very entertaining guy. Mm-hmm. He's a multi-millionaire, but he's like lives like a fucking slob. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but you know, he's just modest with his money and he makes smart investments for the most part. But yeah, I think it's just like that. I think that could be a lot of it too. It's just like dudes that are in the middle of raising children and raising a family and they can't play, you know, Elden Ring for 10 hours a day.
But they used to really like it before kids and stuff. And then
Yeah.
there's like, damn, I need to stay up with the times a little bit. Because once these fucking brats don't need me as much, I'm going to start playing again.
Yeah. And then the console.
Yeah. I can see that too. Or like,
Is that something that people do?
A dude in their 30s and 40s trying to fucking escape for a little bit, go to a shitty job they fucking hate, you know, go work at the factory for 10 hours and they go home and like, fuck, this sucks. I'm just going to go fucking play some video games.
Yeah.
But then the whole time when they're on their breaks and stuff while they're at their shitty job, they fucking watch streamers.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what a midlife crisis is, they're trying to incorporate things that they used to do that they neglected for so long. And now they have the time and the resources to do it like really well, which is why I'm probably never going to hit a midlife crisis. Cause I'm just doing that. I've never stopped doing all those things, and I probably never will.
Yeah.
Because I don't have kids. I don't.
No, I get it.
My biggest responsibility is me.
But you also don't have to stop doing those things just because you have kids.
For sure. But a lot of people do.
Yeah, I know they do, but you don't have to, is what I'm getting at.
You don't have to. No. And it's actually probably healthier for your psyche not to be completely honest.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. Like my thing is fucking hunting and shooting. And it's like, I'm not going to stop doing that just because I have a kid.
Right.
Matter of fact, it's going to make me want to do more because I want her to be like grow up like that a little bit, Mm-hmm. But I guess I could understand if your thing is like fast cars and fucking, you don't have it. You only have one seat, and that's your driver's seat, and you just want, I could understand where you'd be like, oh, damn it, now I need to make ends meet. I have another mouth to feed. I got to sell my car so I can get something a little more economical that makes more sense.
Right.
Or video games too, where it takes, a certain amount of time while you're at home. And when you're at home and you have a wife that's like, how old is this kid? Like, I gotta play video games.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't do that.
I'm locked in.
I'm locking in. Don't bother me. It's like one of those things where if you're working overtime and you're at work or whatever else, if you're not home, it's not that as big of a deal. But once you get home, it's like, I'm sure your wife or husband or whoever's like expecting you to be home and help. And if you're like, get home from work, kick your boots off, and you're like, time to fucking start up the old PlayStation.
Yeah.
Probably make them pissed.
Oh, for sure.
But
also one thing I've noticed too that a lot of people do around my age, I should say our age, right? Is like they have kids and they raise them and then like that becomes their identity. Is just like being a father or being a mother.
Well, it's a big
I'm not saying
deal.
there's anything inherently wrong with that. I think raising a family is like one of the most important things that people can do.
It's probably, it's the most important thing you can do if you have one.
But if you're not taking care of you, like that's an issue.
But that's part of it, though. You have to take care of yourself first, because if you can't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anyone else.
Yeah.
You have to be good. Like, you have to be healthy yourself, before that, because you don't want to raise a kid. The worst thing is you don't want to raise a kid when you have a bunch of issues, and you don't want to raise that, like project those issues onto the kid. Like that's not fair to the kid. You want to raise them with a sound mind kind of deal.
Or
so you
even
do have to
worse.
take care of yourself, because I have some, I have issues, you have issues, we all have issues.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to project my issues onto my daughter. I want her to grow up, at least relatively stress-free. Like my problems aren't her problems, and it's not fair as a parent if you project your problems onto your kid. It's just, I don't think that's right. I know some people that do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's one of those things where taking care of yourself first, like you said. And if you need that release, whether it's going out and hunting or shooting or playing video games, that you should make time for that. You just need to make time for that while not neglecting your other duties, I guess, as a father or mother.
Or what they do too is that, they gave up their identity, which they'll say it was like an athlete or a gamer or a musician, something like that. And then they're just like, I can't do that shit no more. I got to sell all my stuff, raise this family. I don't have time for any of that shit. Then like, now you are going to do all those things because I can't.
Yeah, you're going to live vicariously through your kid.
And I hate that. I was just thinking about that today too. I was like, like our parents never did that.
No.
Like they weren't. Also, it's something that people do as well, is like when their kids reach a certain age, and it's usually hits them around like when the parents are around, mid 30s to early 40s, is they get like obsessed with like their social status, and they use their kids to obtain sort of like an unearned social status to a certain extent. Whether it's like you see it a lot in athletics.
Yeah.
You even see it in academics too, you know what I mean? And like our parents never did that. I'm fucking so thankful for that. Like our parents let us literally be ourselves, which is fucking awesome.
The only thing Dad wanted out of us, for us boys, I don't know about Steen and stuff. He never told me his goals, but from what I saw, what Dad wanted out of like us is just to work hard. Just don't be a lazy fuck.
Well, Dad said something to me one time that resonated for pretty much for the rest of my life. I think he told me this when I was like 16 or 17. He's like, I don't care what you do as long as you're good at it. And that's just kind of how I've always lived.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I bet she doesn't even remember that.
Might sound cold, I guess, if it, like, you know.
No, I think that seems like good advice. He never told me any of that.
No.
He said, pick this up, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, like, my whole life, you know.
He probably said that because he knew that you can get good at things.
Well,
I'm just lost cause.
No, I don't think that. I think I was talking to him about something because I think pre-adulthood, like, I had it in my mind. I was like, my dad's a carpenter. I'm going to be a carpenter.
Yeah.
Fuck me. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I think
I think
he told me this, like, in the topic of when I was trying to figure out my major for my 2-year.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, I don't care what you do, just be good at it. And like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Shit, all right, fair enough.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I can try that. I can try it. Sure, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Try being good at something. I don't know.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I'm very thankful for that. Our parents, mom and dad never wanted us to. I think it's because. Grandpa didn't really do that to Dad. It didn't sound like, but Dad's made comments before where it's like he didn't play like necessarily play basketball and shit, very and all that stuff. And Grandpa was really into basketball, so he's just kind of like I don't know if Grandpa ever projected that on Dad or what. And Dad grew up was just like, I'm not doing that to my kids. But they never did do that to us, which is really nice. They just wanted us to just grow up to be ourselves within reason. They let us like gauge our ears and fucking dye our hair and really be ourselves at a young age and all that stuff, which is really nice. Honestly, it's really, really nice because it's like you get to express that while you're under their roof and figure out who you are. So then when you leave the house, then at least you know who you are when you're leaving the house.
Yeah.
You figure it out when you're young, and then you move on. Kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Rather than what happens to some people, like they always talk about. People always joke around about like the Catholic schoolgirl that gets to fucking college. She's trying to figure out who she is because she didn't have the space to figure out who she wasn't when she was under her mom and dad's supervision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think that's the wrong answer. I think the way mom and dad did it, the way other people do it, where it's like, we'll give you a lot of leash within reason as long as you don't fuck it up and teach you life lessons that way. And just, try to let you go out there and make your decisions so you can figure out who you are, be who you are while you are under our care kind of thing. Because once you get out in the world and you turn 18, that kid can turn around and be like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. And that's scary if they don't know what the fuck they're doing and they don't know who they are and all that stuff,
Yeah, or they just spend their whole lives not knowing who the fuck they are as an individual.
Yep. I know some people like that too.
Oh, yeah, I know a lot of people. I mean, shit, military, they get out, like their identity was wrapped up in the military.
Yeah.
And that's something I never did. It's just, to me, it was just a job. It was just my job. And then after work, I just went and did what, the shit that comprised my identity.
Yeah.
My unconscious, But a lot of people get wrapped up then and then they get out and then they fucking don't know who they are or what they want or anything. And, they fucking blow their brains out.
No, I think it has a big thing to do with it too. Or they go and they turn to like Rovet culture for a release.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. Maybe that has its place there and everything else, but there's definitely a group of guys that are veterans where that is their identity, and it still is. Where it's like that's the thing is that was their pinnacle, that was their peak. And you see, not just the military either. We're talking about the military because we're in it, but like you see that with like UFC fighters and stuff too, where they, get to the pinnacle, they get to the top of the top, and they're just like fuck, and then they start going downhill, and they stay in a little bit too long, a lot of times, and they keep getting their asses kicked, and then they fucking end up finally retiring, but then they just can't really let go of that portion of their life because it's so instrumental to who they are as people. So like I can't give that up. So I just need to figure out what to do in MMA or whatever else, whether it's becoming a fucking influencer or getting a podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they have to be doing something like that because that's who they are. And it's the same kind of way with vets. Like anyone that spends a lot of time doing any one thing and they get pretty decent at it, especially, maybe they're not very decent at it, they just spend their formative years in certain areas. It's hard to like get that out of their psyche, if you will, I guess. And yeah, a lot of guys do just end up blowing their brains out because it's easier because they can't deal. They're just like, fuck, I wanted my freedom, but then I realized like, I was way better off being a soldier or a Marine or a sailor or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
That's when I was at my peak.
Yeah. Well, they've never been alone. You know, they went from high school typically or college, you know, to the military. And then they're like, go out in the world. You know, you can be anything you want and do anything you want, you know, but then they're alone. And then they're like, I don't know how to fucking align my unconscious thoughts with my conscious and like filter it through my ego. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like a lot of things that, that's like a lot of confusion that people get, you know, that can lead to like, you know, neurosis or whatever. And like just really fuck up their personality. Leads to depression ultimately.
Oh, for sure.
And like, here's the thing though, is like isolation could be one of the most useful tools to like look really, really deep inside yourself and align your unconscious thoughts with your conscious. You just have to know how to fucking do it. It's complicated. It's not easy. And takes a lot of self-reflection. And like, you have to really be able to think objectively. And that, I think, is a problem with societies today, too, is objectivity is kind of dead. I mean, who's considered to be like, nobody makes money being objective. And that's what all this shit is.
Yeah.
Like, our culture has become like, how can my personality make money, you know? And it's like, nobody's getting paid for, I mean, some people are, but like, you know, the big ones are not. They're just spewing opinions that are written by somebody else, and they're just being a mouthpiece, and they're, you know.
Yeah. No, they are. Totally. And that's almost the issue with the information age, where we have all this information at our fingertips and we have these, you know, podcasts and all this other stuff that's good, but then people kind of get lazy and then they end up all kind of just devolving into the same thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they're influenced.
Yeah. Damn. Nice. Yeah, 100%. They call them influencers.
Yeah, I mean, not just influencers. I mean, the media is guilty of this shit. They're the original influencers, ultimately.
They really are, yeah.
The only difference is that the media are paid by a bunch of companies to say certain things. And
so what helped you, I guess? Because you said when you got out, being a soldier wasn't, like, your thing. Like, it wasn't, like,
it was my thing. I mean, I was good at it.
Yeah. Do you think it's because you entered the military with a different mindset than some other people, or?
I mean, I was a little bit older than everybody when I enlisted. I was 21.
21.
Yeah, which is
you weren't 18.
Like my
17.
basic training platoon, I was one of the oldest dudes.
Yeah, that's true.
And like everybody's bitching about like, God, this sucks. I'm getting yelled at all the time. That was the biggest thing everybody complained about. It wasn't getting smoked. It wasn't getting shoved around. You know what I mean? It was like getting yelled at. They hated it. And I was just like one thing our father did pretty well too is he gave us a job.
He yelled at us
pretty early on. No, but you learn how to you learn how to get talked to like a fucking adult.
Yes. Yep.
And like I was just like, I don't know, man. Like I don't think what they're saying is too hurtful. It just kind of honestly seems fake.
Well,
so the whole time
it is fake.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Yeah.
It's like
I never took anything any drill sergeant said personally. It's just like, who gives a shit? And then like, plus I was dirt poor at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm getting 3 hots and a cot and my bills are paid, man. I'm fucking, I'm chilling right now.
This is great.
Got to do some push-ups. Cool. I guess I'll just have more muscles when I leave.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. That was the hardest part for me. Well, the hardest part, two things were the hardest. And that was, PT, because I was a fat little fucking soft ass kid when I joined. But also like being away from family, just because that was the first time I was 17 when I joined.
Yeah, that was hard.
We went to basic stuff. It was being away from everybody and like meeting all these new people and trying to work together and all that stuff. That was tough.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the hardest part.
Missing my mommy. That was hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just your mom. You miss everything that's familiar. You spend your whole life with familiar things, and you spent your whole life getting familiar with all those things and people.
Yeah.
Then you go somewhere and it's all gone. You got to meet new people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, fuck, what if nobody likes me? What if I'm like Gomer Pyle?
Right. Yeah. That was probably a mistake watching movies like that before you get there.
Yeah. But ultimately, one thing that really opened my eyes when I got in the military was I never considered myself like smart or intelligent. Mm-hmm. Maybe average, maybe slightly below. But like I figured I'd have been like the dumbest person there, being from like a small town and not knowing a lot of stuff. But I really underestimated how fucking stupid a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I mean, just like
honestly,
not like, big brain smart, abstract shit. It's just like simple stuff. Like wearing clothes a certain way. Mm-hmm. Like it's not hard to figure that stuff out, like how to wear clothes in regulation, but people really fucking struggle with it.
Yeah. Well, and also like, there's a lot of people that lack situational awareness, I guess, or attention to detail, where it's like, I don't know, I can look around and see what everyone else is doing and look at it like a drill sergeant and be like, okay, that's how you're supposed to look. Okay, that's probably how I should look. Or like looking at other things and being like, okay, this is how it probably should be, and just doing it. Not, there's a lot of people that just are kind of in their own head all the time and just kind of airy. And they just don't really pay attention to shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Attention to details are really big in the military. If you don't have that, then you're kind of going to have a hard time.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. If
you have a really good attention to detail, you're probably going to do pretty good.
You're going to do pretty good. Yeah. That's a huge leg up. You can pay attention to detail and fucking actually put it into practice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think the thing with me when I joined, because I joined super like really young, but I didn't join, like it was never like a life goal of mine, to become a soldier.
Yeah,
like it wasn't like a thing where I grew up being like, I'm going to be a soldier when I grow up. I'm going to do this thing. And then I did that thing and I'm like, fuck yeah. And then you achieve your goals and you're like, yeah, hell yeah. And then you peak. I never peaked in the military. Like, and that was one thing I always wanted. I never want to peak, period. Because then that means the only place to go after that is down. So I don't want to peak ever. I don't want to peak until I can't, I guess, climb it anymore. So when I joined the military, I wanted to do as good as I could and go from there. But when I got out of the military, I didn't look back on that and be like, damn, those are my best years. Like that's when I was at my peak. That's when I was at my physical peak, my mental peak. All these things. I was a badass soldier. I was doing these things and all this stuff. I didn't think any of that. Like I thought kind of like you, where I'm like, I'm middle of the road kind of a soldier, and I just did good enough for a lot of things. And I was not like a super soldier and like that. And then when I got out, I'm like, well, I mean, that's done. Time to move on. Try to get at least okay at something else.
Yeah.
Move on from there. But I never joined. It was never a goal of mine to join. I joined on a whim and kind of just like without a whole lot of thought into it. Just like, all right, yeah, fuck it. Let's see what happens. And I joined. Right. But it was never like a goal of mine as a kid to become this thing. Then when I became that thing, I was like, damn, I did it. That's it. I made it to the top of the mountain. Now I'm going to go down. It's like that. Yeah. It was never a thing for me. I think that really helped me a lot too. And then when I came back home, I'm just like, all right, what can I do now to like, what other goals can I set for myself? And that's when I got back into hunting and all that stuff. Cause I'm like, oh shit, there's so much in shooting. Like there's so many things to get good at, like get decent at least, where you're never really going to be, I'll never be the best shot in the world. I'll never be the best hunter in the world by any means. It's like, there is no such thing as like the best hunter in the world, in my opinion, but I'm never going to be like the best at these things because there's just so much, but that's what's fun about it, in my opinion, where it's like, you get to constantly try.
Yeah, for sure. That's the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you should, I think being the best is something would probably be pretty boring.
It's lonely at the top, brother.
Yeah, well.
I've never been there.
And then you're just constantly worrying about who's better than you.
Yeah.
And I don't know, fuck that.
I don't know. Like, imagine like being the champion of something. Like, say you're like a USPSA Grand Poopah fucking champion, world champ, and you come back the next year, and you're like looking at everybody like, who's gonna try to take my fucking crown, dude?
Yeah.
You know, and then you're training all year to stay good at this thing, and then you're just like constantly just like looking around like, oh fuck, dude. And then someone beats you, and you're like, damn it, no. No, I gotta train again to get better than them. Then you just don't. And you just try and try and try, and you just never get back there. Then you're like, fuck. No, I just suck.
Yeah, fuck that.
Time to start a podcast.
Right? Can we pause it real quick?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, dude.
All right. So you're getting into psychology and stuff. Do you think that has helped you? Like getting more, like you've kind of been researching like psychology stuff. Like you've been reading a lot of like, was it Carl Jung?
Carl Jung, yeah.
Carl Jung. You think that like learning more about that has helped you with certain things, like dealing with certain things and everything else, like in your own brain?
Well, I mean, like I wouldn't call it research. I'm not like a hobbyist, I guess.
Right.
Like a psychological hobbyist.
You said you want to go back to school for it.
I do, yeah. I want to do it professionally. That's the idea. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we'll see how that all pans out. Like, I have a good job now, so I'm not throwing all my chips in or anything. It's just I would like to learn more about it. And, you know, in an academic setting, I think that would be a good place to grasp all the concepts, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think, like, what made you want to get into that, though?
I mean, like you said, is that, so I don't know, context would probably make this make sense a little bit. But like, it kind of goes back to when I got out of the military about 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. I mean, between National Guard and active duty time, I was in for like 12 years. Mm-hmm. And even though National Guard's part-time, I mean, it's still, you know, something that you do. Mm-hmm. And
so
you know,
big
the
portion
deployment,
of your life.
Yeah, and did a deployment, like a combat deployment in there. And when I got out, didn't know what the fuck to do. Came back home and got wrapped up in a group that had different ambitions and different, I guess you could say, like moral systems than I do. And I'm not saying that in a sense that they're immoral people and I'm moral. Like it's not black and white. It's gray. It's just incompatible. Mm-hmm. And fast forward, get to barber school, get a good barber job, blah, blah, blah. Friend group abandons, you know. I say abandons, but it's just like, you know, we grew apart for the most part. And I would say like relatively alone outside of like family and joined some bands. That helps. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was extremely depressing. I mean, there was multiple times, like for about 2-3 years. I mean, I thought about suicide daily. Damn. You know, it's just like, not like I'm going to fucking kill myself on this date. It's just like every day it's just like,
the fuck am I doing
I
here?
just really wish I wasn't alive. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it'd just be better if I wasn't. It'd be better for everybody involved with me because anybody that ever gets to know me just fucking doesn't want anything to do with me. You know, sad boy shit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I started reading like Jung and a little bit of Freud, I guess. Shit like that. And like, under Jung's theories is that, you know, there are many like archetypes and shit like that. And like a lot of neurosis and a lot of like emotional disorders come from your unconscious thoughts. Number one, you're not aware of them. That's why they're unconscious, but they're conflicting with your conscious thoughts. And your ego is kind of like a filter or like a cork, you know, that keeps your unconscious from your conscious, which is why you can like recall certain things and you don't know why.
What do you mean? Like, can you give an example of like all that?
Yeah. So like unconscious thoughts could be like what develops like personality traits. So like, like if certain people irritate you, you see certain people doing something, like maybe say somebody is like a suck up. Mm-hmm. Like that really irritates me.
Yeah, it's annoying. You
know what I mean? And like, it's just like, I don't know. And that's the common phrase that you could use with an unconscious thought. It's like, I don't know why, but I fucking hate that guy.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And it's like, they irritate you, but they irritate you because you have unconscious thoughts that like if you are kind of like vicariously living through them, you know, it's like, if that was me, I would be so fucking embarrassed and ashamed that those unconscious thoughts were being brought to the conscious and people were seeing that through my ego. Like, an ego is just the personality that you show people. That's what an ego is, essentially.
Okay.
Like, and deep down inside, what you're saying is like, no, fucker. Like, you have to stop, because you're showing everybody these unconscious, the shadow, essentially, which is undesirable personality traits. Like, you're showing it to the public. You're not supposed to show that shit to the public. Just fucking stick it back in your unconscious and fucking knock it off. You know, that's really what your brain is telling you to a certain extent. Your psyche is telling you that. But like, that's kind of Jung's thing, is like, you know, becoming more familiar with your unconscious thoughts and being able to put them into conscious thoughts. I mean, it helps with all sorts of things. It helps, number one.
So it's a good thing to bring your unconscious to your conscious thoughts, so you know what's going on?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Okay.
So like, you know, undesirable personality traits, like what Jung calls the shadow, which is that archetype, are things that you don't want anybody to see. You know what I mean? Like, the military is a perfect example, especially combat arms, of everybody that is just walking around with their shadow out. You know what I mean? It's like, we're fucking violent. We're fucking like perverted. We're alcoholics. We used to do a bunch of drugs, and when we're getting back out, we're going back to doing a bunch of drugs. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a lot of people like that do that in the military, and they get out, and then they're totally different people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because you kind of have to be. It's one of those things that you adapt to your surroundings to an extent, I guess.
Yeah, or prison is another good place too, that people, you know, are basically walking around with their shadow
pretty fucking similar.
out.
Get fed the same food and everything, so.
Yeah. Institutionalization tends to do that.
Okay. No matter what the institution is. Like
for the most part, yeah. So like, you know, Jung calls it like shadow work or whatever. It's okay. So there has to be a process in order to like align your unconscious with your conscious and to make peace with your shadow. So you have to, instead of like repressing your shadow completely and just shoving it down, saying, no, you're going in this closet. I'm not ever letting you out. Nobody's going to see you. I don't even want to fucking entertain you. You're going away. It's never going to go away. It's going to come back every time. And it leads to all kinds of emotional disorders. The idea is to reconcile with it and to make it a part of you in a productive way. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell, you know, all my undesirable personality traits to, you know, a bunch of people listening to this. I don't know.
No, I hear you.
But like, you know, it takes a long process of like isolation and I guess like social deprivation to a certain extent. You know,
just time to yourself.
Yeah. And midlife, you know, typically around like this age range, you know, mid 30s to early 40s, people either get to this process and they go through with it and they get some kind of emotional clarity or some kind of personality that's better than what they had before. And the process is called individuation, which is just essentially how to become the self that you have been intending to be, or who you are intended to be, I guess I should say. And it comes with, you know, it's a little bit more peaceful in the mind. But, it, you know, isolation is generally a pretty good way to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely seen that. There's certain people that I've met that I'm just like, dude, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but I really just want to punch you in your face. You know, it's like they do certain people. I've met certain people where I'm just like, it takes everything inside of me not to just like either completely degrade them or like bring them physical harm to a certain extent, because it's like, but there's no reason for it. Like, they're not bad people, and I know they're not bad people. So I just like try to fucking hide it and put it down and everything else. But I don't know, you know, it's like, you know, is that anything like, is that what you're kind of talking about? Where it's like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it's a good time to like see people like that and try to look into your unconscious the best that you can and say, what is it that I have that that person has that is aligning, that is making me not like them? Because there's something in there with me. It might be kind of abstract. It might be fucking clear as day, but every opportunity that you have to get irritated by someone is a good opportunity to get to know yourself a lot better in certain aspects. And dream analysis is a great way to do all these things too. Like, do you
So if you have dreams and stuff, okay, yeah.
like, do you have vivid dreams that you remember and you can recall? Like, you can recall at least like a base narrative of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few of them.
Yeah.
Not like super common. Like, it doesn't happen all the time, but I mean, I've definitely had pretty vivid dreams. Yeah.
Yeah. Analyzing those and aligning them to your personality trait is a good way to really learn unconscious thoughts.
How do you do that though? Talk to someone smarter?
Yeah. Read books by Carl Jung,
Oh, okay.
you know, and keep journals of them, see what common themes keep coming up, try to recall things from your past or things that you don't like about yourself, things that you do like about yourself. I mean, it's not all negative, you know, it's just trying to balance it out.
Damn.
So I mean, I can give you an example.
Okay.
So I had a dream the other day. So I've had probably the last 10 years, I've had a recurring dream, and I have very frequently, where for some reason I have to get into a river, and like the current is fucking crazy. And I'm sure this is a pretty common dream, but as soon as I get in, the current takes me off. I have no control where it takes me. I just have to ride the fucking current. And everywhere I go, there's alligators, and there's other people too, and they're riding the currents too. But the alligators are focused on me, and they're trying to I'm trying to like evade them, and they're trying to eat me.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's fucking terrifying. It really is. And you're flying down this fucking river. You're trying to get eaten, but you're trying not to get eaten by alligators. But for some reason, you have to get to the end of the river. And when you get to the end of the river, as soon as you get to it, like, you're done. The alligators are gone. The dream's over, essentially.
You just wake up?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I had one recently where it was me and another dude, and I was walking towards a river just like the one in all the fucking dreams with the alligators. And there was there's this spot with like rocks, and you could jump off the rocks and go in so you don't have to walk on sharp rocks and shit. Or there was a boat ramp leading into the water. And the dude that I was with was like, no, we got to go in the boat ramp. I was like, no, I'm going to just jump off the rocks. I don't want to get my feet all cut up and shit. He's like, no, we have to go on the boat ramp. I was like, fuck you, I'm not going on the boat ramp. And I could hear a voice like behind me or guiding me or whatever saying, no, go on the fucking boat ramp. Just follow this guy. It's like, whatever, I have to. And I get in and I was like, wait, I was lucid dreaming to a certain extent, at least vividly dreaming pretty clearly. Okay, here comes the fucking alligators. There's some shit underneath this water. It's going to fucking eat me. Like, here we go again. The current's going to pick up.
So in your dream, you're recognizing that,
I knew I was dreaming.
Here we go.
Yeah, I knew I was dreaming at that point. When I got in the water, I knew I was dreaming. And I was thinking, well, wait, like, I know I'm dreaming. Like, the current's not going to pick up, and there's not going to be alligators. And none of that happened. And I just swam in the river. And that was it.
Just have a good time?
Yeah, just swimming. No fear. Nothing. But what I took from that
So you fucking inceptioned yourself? No, that's dreams within a dreams. But you did take control of your dream in the dream.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's some dreamwalker shit.
Yeah. Well, I've lucid dreamed a few times before that. And nothing that I can like recall off the top of my head. But I've, woke up and I was like, damn, that's kind of weird, but it was nice. You know what I mean? And I guess if I were to like analyze that to a certain extent, I would say that like a lot of this stuff happens in symbolism. And like a lot of people have used symbolism for, millennia in order to articulate very abstract things and things that people just simply can't understand, like the spiritual, the divine, shit like that. They use symbols. Religions use a lot of symbolism.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I were to analyze that dream, I would say like, the river is me taking on new things and that I don't have control over my life. The alligators are my own unconscious thoughts, my shadows that are trying to devour me and tell me that I can't do these things. But if I were to reconcile with my shadow, they wouldn't try to kill me. They would work with me to get me on the other side of the river to where I need to go and live my fucking life.
Damn. That's pretty legit. So next time, if you have a dream, you need to ride an alligator to the end of the river.
Yeah.
You know?
But I did have a dream where I confronted my shadow recently, like a couple days ago.
Like, when you say that, are you talking about like your literal shadow? Like
Yeah, and usually your shadow will show up in a dream. Like your undesirable personality traits will manifest into some kind of symbolism, whether it's, another person or a thing. And you can either be afraid of it, you can fight it and repress it, or you can reconcile with it.
Do you think this is like where all these guys are going down to like Mexico and doing like DMT and Ibogaine fucking trips and shit like that? Do you think that is just like them artificially confronting their shadows? But when I say artificially, I mean like with the help of drugs.
I mean, yeah, I think psychedelics probably aid in bringing negative unconscious thoughts to like a digestible form to our senses for sure. Like whether they see people or they see things or whatever.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail you. So you confronted your shadow in a dream.
Yeah.
What'd you do? How'd that go?
So the dream was I was walking into what I think was maybe a church. But in every church you go to the basement and it's like a kitchen area with like a fellowship sort of setup, like a chow hall. So I walked down there and there was a dude. I don't know who he was. I'm assuming in my dream I was thinking he was in charge of something. And he's like, "You're late. You're going to have to pay for this now. And it's not going to be comfortable." And I was like, "Well, what the fuck does that mean?" And he pointed at a door, and the door opened up, and this little kid came out, demonic, black eyes, sharp teeth.
Oh, shit.
Just came out trying to bite me and shit.
Shit, dude.
And I was like holding its head, and it was like, I was trying to fucking bite the shit out of me.
Yeah, all right.
And his teeth were all sharp and jagged looking and shit.
Golly.
And I grabbed it, and like at that point, I knew I was dreaming because I've had demonic manifestations in dreams before, which your shadow commonly comes in either like some kind of demonic manifestation, whether it's like possession or confrontation of some sort. So like I wasn't lucidly dreaming, but I was vividly dreaming. I knew I was dreaming, and I like grabbed his head, and I was like, "You got to stop right now. Like you're not going to actually hurt me. None of this is like actually real." And it stopped. And he's like, "You have to come with me. We have to go in that room." And
the kid saying this?
Yeah. And he's like, "I need to show you some stuff." And I was like,
"Shit.
Okay." I was like, "Well, where are we going?" Or
you're just following this demon kid now? You're like, fucking, all right, cool.
I was like, "Are you taking me to hell now? Like, is this place supposed to be like, a purgatory, symbolism or something?" And he's like, "You just need to come with me. It's not going to be very comfortable for you." So we go in this room. It's dark, like a 1-bedroom apartment. It's in the living room area as if you're walking through an entryway. All the lights are off except for the TV's on. It's just kind of like a hue in the room. This kid goes to like a bar area and starts writing in a notebook. And I'm asking him, like, "What are we doing here? Like, you're wasting my fucking time. Like, let's just get on with it, whatever we're going to do." And he won't acknowledge me. He's just writing, preparing for something is kind of what it looked like. Stands up. The kid stands up. And as he's standing up is kind of shape shifting. So shape shifts into like a woman with a red suit sort of thing, like a
pantsuit?
Yeah, like a politician.
Like a power suit?
Kind of like a politician, sort of.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, like that. But it's all red. And still not saying anything. And he opens up the outside door, and there's a dude mowing a lawn with a big ass fucking arm that has like blades spinning on it. And it's just, there's no rhyme or reason where it's going. It's just,
it's cutting the grass.
Yeah, and I was like, "We need to stop that guy. He's going to fucking cut his leg off, or he's going to hurt one of us." He's like, "No, we just need to watch him. I need to see what you're going to do." So I tell this dude, I was like, "Hey, fucking stop. Like, you're going to fuck somebody up. You're going to fuck yourself up." And then that was the end of it. But it was the first demonic manifestation dream that I had where I wasn't scared.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, that's usually pretty scary.
Yeah.
So I've had demon dreams before too. Usually on like that.
Yeah, but me analyzing it, looking at it through an archetypal standpoint, I saw that kid as myself, trying to kill myself.
Oh.
And I mean, I've had a lot of like, I guess, like personality characteristics externally that I've changed in like the last year or so. And I think it was me reconciling with my shadow that like, yes, it's still there. You know, the shittiness is still there, but it can also show me things about myself that I can use for the better.
Interesting.
It's abstract shit, and it
Dude,
doesn't
it is
make
abstract
a lot
shit,
of sense to a lot of people, but like,
well, no, it's cool though, because it's like it's that stuff that, you know, a lot of people wonder about but never really dive into, because it takes us like a really, well, for one, you have to be interested in it.
yeah,
You can't just do it because you, I don't know, want to get make a bunch of money or something like that. You actually, that's like one profession or one area of study that you have to legitimately be interested in, because it can get fucking wild, dude. Like, you're talking about psychology and shit, like, you're trying to diagnose stuff inside of your brain or other people's brains. It's like, dude, that's crazy.
yeah.
But then you have to explain it in a certain way that makes sense to other people.
Yeah, and that's hard. It's hard to do. I'm not doing very well at it right now.
I think you did great. I made sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you did great. Really good job explaining it, because it makes sense. Like, that stuff does make sense, because it's like, that's the thing with dreams and stuff like that. That no one really. I've never talked to anyone that's like makes sense of it. Like, a lot of times it's just kind of like when you listen to like a quote unquote professional talk about dreams, it's just kind of like, it feels too like hoodoo-y, if you know. It's like, you had a dream about you're floating on a river. Well, that's your path of the. They say some like generic ass shit. It makes you feel like sometimes when you're talking like a psychologist, especially when you talk about dreams, it makes you feel like you're talking to like a fortune teller, where it's like you're just saying the same shit, or like those people like a medium, where you're just saying, you're not really talking to my dead fucking dad, you know. You're saying some generic ass shit. Oh yeah, he's with you. He says that he loves you and hopes you had a great birthday. Well, I just had my birthday 6 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit. Everyone had a birthday at some point in time. You know, it's like you're just saying some generic ass shit. Sometimes it feels like that when you're talking to people about dreams. And I'm like, I don't think I believe any of that.
Yeah, and dream analysis, in modern psychology at least, is generally regarded as like pseudopsychology.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just like, well, no, that's just your brain. Your brain is just working, and it's forming in a incohesive manner to make something digestible to you, because your brain is always working. That's like the scientific reason behind dreams.
Gosh,
Your
I don't know though, man.
Your conscious thoughts stop,
Yeah.
but your unconscious continue to go. So they are manifestations of your unconscious thoughts.
Right.
Like, that is a fact.
Yeah.
Whether you can make sense out of your unconscious thoughts or not is entirely up to you. And it's hard to do because they're fucking weird. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't make a lot of sense. But like, if I were to go back to the demon child dream, you know, that was, I think, me in a way, I guess you could say tempted, or I guess given like a choice. Like, you got a choice. You can either watch this guy fuck himself up and fuck somebody else up, or you can say something to him, stop him, or you can just make fun of him and talk about him. Mm-hmm. And go and tell everybody, holy shit, what the fuck I just saw. I'm like, going back on the social media thing, like, that's our culture now. Mm-hmm. It's like, instead of stopping somebody getting their head stomped into the fucking concrete, they want to take a video and put it on the fucking internet, because getting millions of views is more important than rallying the people that are around to stop this fucking psycho from doing permanent damage to this dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's wild shit. Like, I don't know, brain shit. Like, but like with dreams and stuff, especially, it's like, I don't know if it is just random fucking synapses in your brain, because your brain's constantly working and stuff like that, and it's not making sense of it, but your brain's working, so therefore it's like projecting some weird shit. It's not. It doesn't. It never feels like. It feels like it's. Your brain is so complicated that it doesn't feel. I feel like it's not. Like, I don't think there's room for such a complicated system in your brain to just like kind of be that random. the thing that controls your every move and every movement and all that stuff. It's a very complicated system up there. But when you power down, it's like turning your computer off, like shutting it down and putting it in sleep mode. But then it just starts playing random fucking pictures. It's not going to, because it's shut down. It's like it's in sleep mode. It's not going to start. When your computer's in sleep mode, it's still working, but it's not like projecting fucking random pictures and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like your brain is more complicated, and it's not going to be doing like accidental discharges of random fucking thoughts in your sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like there's got to be a reason to all that stuff.
Yeah, and I think there's meaning in all of them. Yeah. You just got to take the time to kind of write them down, remember them,
right?
Figure them out. I had another one recently too, where kind of, I guess you could say, enlightened me or made me comfortable with my inner self. Mm-hmm. As I was walking in the forest, it was winter out. There's snow on the ground. I could see from the rear like a wolf laying on the ground. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like it obviously hears me walking. It can probably smell me. The wolf knows I'm there, but it's not doing shit. So I walk up to the wolf, to the front of it, and it's dead. And in between its paws is like a baby wolf, and the baby wolf is still alive. And I was like, well, what the fuck? What do I do now? I can't just leave it here. I'd feel fucking terrible. But at the same time, I can't like pick this thing up and bring it home and raise a fucking wolf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'm not just going to leave it to die. So I pick it up. I'm carrying it. It's like whimpering and shit, and I get out, and it's like outside of the woods, there's like the edge of town essentially. And out of nowhere, this dog runs and is barking and is running towards me and barking at me. And this baby wolf jumps out, runs away. I'm like, well, that dog's going to go fuck that baby wolf up now. Mm-hmm. It's going to suck to watch this. But it comes up and it starts attacking me. And it's like biting the shit out of my arm and stuff. And I could feel it and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like screaming. Jeez. I could see people walking around and I'm just screaming. I'm like, fucking help, 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 And after all the screaming and stuff, people end up coming up and getting the dog off of me. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm good. I'm good to go. The dream's over. But what I took away from that one was that, at the time that I had this, I was thinking about going back to school, possibly switching careers. Not that I hate my current career or anything. It's just I want to do something else. Mm-hmm. But I'm afraid to pick up the responsibility out of fear that I'm going to not follow through with it, or that I'm going to fail, or for whatever reasons I'm coping in my head that I don't need to do this thing, but that I need to reach out for help and talk to people about it and listen to them and what they say.
Damn. So what's with the dog attacking you? Was just I
think that was a manifestation. I think it was a manifestation of my current responsibilities and my current situation, saying, "Don't abandon me. Mm-hmm. Don't leave me behind. I don't want you to leave me behind, and I know you're afraid to leave me behind. So I'm going to try to keep you around."
Fucking bite your shit out of your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Dude, I had a weird dream not that long ago. The wolf reminded me of this, actually. Gosh, I lost a lot of it since then, but this is like weeks ago. But I was out hunting with some of my buddies, and it was like really, pretty dark, and actually is pretty damn dark. And in our headlights was a big ass wolf. I'm like, damn, dude, we need to get out and shoot that thing. So we jumped out and we fucking went to shoot it, and then all of a sudden there's like a shit ton of like baby wolves and stuff. I can't remember if someone did shoot the adult wolf or if it just ran off, but there's a bunch of baby wolves. So we all grabbed some. And I was like, damn, dude. I grabbed 2 black wolves, and one of the guys I was with, he grabbed a white one. I'm like, damn, that looks just like Lagatha. I'm like, shit, I can't have these wolves. I have Lagatha to take care of and stuff like that. I can't have another wolf. Ashley's going to kill me. And I was like, but they're really cool, though. And ultimately, I ended up bringing them home and fucking waiting for Ashley to come home to see what she'd say about me bringing home 2 baby wolves and shit. And then I woke up. That's pretty much about it. But it lasted for a lot longer than that. Like the contemplation of, like, oh man, should I get these wolves? And I was like, I actually tried getting the white one from the other guy I was with too, because I was like, it looked a lot like Lagatha. So I was like, oh, I should grab that one too. Then I have 3 wolves and Lagatha. I'm like, shit, I can't have all these damn dogs. So that's about it. I don't know what that has to do with anything. It might have just been a fun dream because it was like there was nothing like serious about it.
Yeah, I mean it's not all serious. You know, it's just it all depends on what's swirling around in your unconscious soup.
Yeah,
That's
that's wild shit. I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm really interested in that kind of stuff too, personally, because it's interesting to like talk about and like I guess kind of try to dissect because no one really knows either. Like, psychology is not like being an orthopedic surgeon,
No.
where it's like, oh hey, my leg is pointing at my face. It shouldn't be pointing at my face. Like, oh yeah, surgery. We need to fix your broken ass leg. Bam, 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 ching, ching, ching. Fixed broken leg. Boom. It's not like that.
No.
It's like people come in and especially if you're doing it professionally, and you have someone come in, sit down, and it's up to them to tell you honestly what's all going on, and for you to try to help them. But you don't know what the fuck they're thinking. And if what you're going to say is going to send them over the edge or do other things, like there's a lot of like, I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's the blend.
Wild, dude.
It's a blend of philosophy with science.
Yeah.
Like, because you do diagnose people, and there's a scientific method to psychology and psychiatry. Mm-hmm. There's manuals to help diagnose people with certain disorders and stuff like that, mental disorders and emotional disorders.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a science to it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a lot of like,
it's an individual process. Like, you can't.
Everyone's different.
And I think that's where like the issue of like personality, like putting people into specific boxes when it comes to personality traits is sort of problematic. Off the little bit that I've seen is, everybody's individual and everybody has different issues and different strengths and weaknesses. And like to say, oh, they're doing that because they're an introvert, or they're doing that because they're an extrovert, or they're doing that because they're a psychopath, which there is some, I guess, there's some reality behind those things, but for the most part, and that's kind of like where I think my issues with Freud is his shit is very black and white,
It can't be black and white though. It's one of those things where it's like
a lot of gray area.
The number one, we are all similar in the sense that we're all humans and we do have similar traits. The one big difference is the fact that we have free will. God gave us free will, and you can really do whatever the fuck you want. So it's like you are in control of a lot more than you might think you do, especially when you're talking like, between the confines of the law and societal norms and what your family thinks and what your friends think and all this other stuff. Like, you are kind of confined to be a certain way, but you don't have to. Like, you don't have to. You make that's the weirdest part about this whole thing, this whole like life thing, is that we're all walking around with free will. Like, I can snap tomorrow and do some heinous ass shit. And the worst part, I think, that's another thing about the military, is that I know I'm capable of great violence. So it's like one of those things where it's like that's scary to think about, kind of, because I know I'm capable of great violence. And I know there's other people walking around. I was out Black Friday shopping today, looking around, looking at people. I'm just like, I do find myself constantly thinking all the time, like, okay, if one of these motherfuckers snap, like, what can I do? Yeah. It's like, but that's the thing. We're all walking around, looking at each other and interacting with each other. And at any one time, someone could just snap and fucking lose it.
Yeah.
For really no reason. And then if they get killed, then you really have no idea why that person did what they did. And it's bizarre. And trying to figure that out, it's like sometimes people do just snap for no good reason. Some people will commit suicide for seemingly no good reason. It's like, oh, everything looked like it was going fine. Like Robin Williams, he was so happy and he's made everyone laugh, and then he just killed himself. It's like, what the fuck? You're never really gonna know what pushed him over the edge.
Yeah.
And
ultimately, it's just not, because everybody deals with life or they deal with birth, death, life, and death. Everybody does. That's kind of a collective conscious that we all have.
Yeah.
It's just how you deal with those. That's where generally, I guess, as you could say, people snap.
Yeah.
It's just no way out. You know, you got a life sentence on something, and you want out. You got dealt a bad hand, and you want a new one.
Yep.
You know, that's kind of the idea. Or you just don't want to play the game anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. And that's the thing. It's like, I can see that. You know, I don't know. I feel like, you know, we've all been there. As far as, like, when I say we all, I mean, like, we've been there, me and you, and a lot of other guys I know, too, where it's just like, you've gotten to that breaking point where it's like, you have a decision to make. You know, it's like, do you stay here or not?
Yeah.
You know? Especially since we, you know, like, we've been through so much stuff where that wasn't necessarily, it was in our control to an extent, but also at the same time, like, not really, because there was people actively trying to kill us. And then when you come back home and you're done, you're just like, oh shit, I'm safe.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh shit, I don't know what it is about all that. But
Yeah,
it's
because
just like,
I mean, we've seen humans become demons,
yeah,
you know, and you realize that biologically, everybody has that potential. And it's just like, you know, constant state of like unrest. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's a good perspective to have. It means you're not gullible. You can see through people's bullshit. And generally, vets are pretty good at that.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at, you know, if somebody's bullshitting them, be like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Right. Well, and also
In confrontation, I mean, if people live their life afraid of confrontation,
oh fuck.
I mean, you're not going to have a good fucking time.
No, you have to confront issues.
Yeah.
You have to figure out the best way to confront those issues. Like in the military, you have to learn how to tactfully tell people to fuck off. And there's also some times where it doesn't require as much tact.
Yeah.
You know, you have to learning how to play that game. But also in the military, it's a unique situation because you fucking meet so many people from so many different parts of the country.
Yeah.
Where you get a really good wide view of people. Because you're not dealing, like you said, you're not dealing with your small little your small little area of people that generally not act the same, but generally grew up. Especially if you live in a small town like we did, where a lot of people grow up and stay in the same town. They might travel out for like trips and stuff like that, but generally stay where they're at. And you're just generally everyone's like kind of similar with the same like similar like morals and like values and that kind of stuff. And then you get in the military where you get so many people that are just so fucking different. You're like, holy shit. But you have to learn how to come together or not, I guess. But you just see it all.
Yep.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. In the military, you used to be good at doing that, you know, adapting people to where they need to be.
Forcing people to adapt to the way the military is. Yeah.
Yeah. The way they want you to be.
Yep. The way you have to be.
Yeah.
But it's not so much anymore.
No.
Now you can come in and be all that you want to be, not all that you can be. You don't really have to change anymore. It doesn't seem like.
No, they haven't seen any reason to. This is what peacetime military does, though.
It is what peacetime military does. And we haven't even been at peace. But the thing is, like, we haven't had like a real fight for a long time either, though.
No, I mean, I would consider Afghanistan and I would consider the global war on terrorism to be a pretty lengthy and pretty terrible fight, though.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. I'm talking about, like, I'm not talking about the global war on terror being, like, I'm talking about, like, we've been out of, like, big battles for a while is what I was getting at in the global war on terror. You know what I'm saying?
You mean we've been out of the GWAT era long enough?
It's been dwindling down substantially.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so the military, we saw, like, what would you say? I would say right around, like, 2014-ish area, it started dwindling down. Like the war fighting, the war effort really started dwindling down. And that's when it was almost like a planned effort. It felt like that's where a lot of times like the military really started changing as well. I'm pretty sure that's when they repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell right around that same time frame.
They repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell in 2011, I think.
No.
It was when we were in Afghanistan.
No. Mm-hmm. No. We were active duty.
I'm almost positive.
Seriously? Well, it would have been right around that time frame anyways. Well, maybe I'm thinking about, no.
It happened when we were in Afghanistan.
No shit.
But
either way, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it did start changing quite a bit, quite drastically. And the repealing of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and then Female in Combat Arms, it was a slippery slope. And then now it's like transitioning, like gender transition in the military and all this stuff. And the grooming standards got so relaxed because there's so many different, like, I guess, females that, I don't know if they refuse to adhere to grooming standards, but dude, you're seeing females with very out of reg hair and no one give a fuck. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck are we doing here anymore? Like, are there rules here? Like, what are we? Is this not the military or what the fuck?
Yeah,
this is very confusing.
Yeah, it is. It got stupid real quick.
It did.
When I was a recruiter, I really saw it with the people we're putting in the stories I get from training and at their units and shit like that. And it's just like, so that's why I got out. Ultimately, I was like, I don't want any part of this shit anymore. No point in it.
There isn't, because I really wanted to go SF and all that stuff. We both did, and it's just got to the point where I'm like, is this really what I want to do? Yeah. Do I really want to neglect my daughter, my family, and everyone that actually, like, people that Jacob Johnson does matter to? Do I want to neglect all of them to get to this, to reach this goal that, I don't know, is feeling kind of meaningless at this point in time?
Yeah.
It's starting to feel kind of meaningless. I'm like, I know for a fact, let's say I go I went SF, did all that thing. Say I went all the way to fucking, I'm Delta Force and fucking, I'm just the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah.
Once I leave, I'm replaced. There's gonna be another bad motherfucker that wants to take that spot. And they don't care. Like the military, the government, they don't give a fuck, dude. They don't care about you at all. Like, once you leave, sayonara, here's your retirement paperwork or your fucking, discharge paperwork, then that's it.
Yeah.
You're forgotten about immediately. But
if you survive.
If you survive. But the people that I actually matter to, that's where I wanted to get back to. I'm like, I'm done. I did my thing. I did it. I need to go back and focus on people that actually I can actually make a difference in their lives, because I was getting to the point where in the military, especially with like seeing the where the GWAT ended up, basically, and it's like, what was all this for? What was the real purpose for all this stuff? It's like, this is kind of crazy. Like, I don't think it really mattered. All the blood, sweat, tears, and death. It's like, it didn't do much. So I'm going to get out and see if I can make a difference closer to home with my family,
Yeah, for sure.
Where I can actually make a difference.
Yeah. The only thing any of that shit ever did was just make people rich.
Yeah.
And people dead.
Yep.
It's the only thing it did.
That's all it did.
It wasn't for any other grand scheme. You can do all the, the bro-vet culture fucking philosophy behind it. Like, no, man, it's for the guys to my left and right, and it's like,
which is true.
Which when you're in it is, but then when you see the grand scheme of it, is like, is it worth dying for fucking Rockwell Collins? Probably not. And it's nobody's fault that's in. It's no military member's fault. Political.
No. Yeah, but and that's also why we haven't been. The military hasn't hit their recruiting numbers for a long time.
Yeah, people aren't buying it anymore.
They're looking at it and they're like, damn, dude, that's what we got. That was what our investment got. They saw a batched withdrawal from Afghanistan. They're like, that's what trillions of dollars and thousands of lives got us.
Yeah.
Thousands of American lives, hundreds of thousands of lives in general. That's what that got us.
Yeah.
To leave a country that we were in for over 20 years, and then wheels weren't even fucking, landing gear wasn't even pulled into the plane yet by the time, and the Taliban already took it over.
Yeah.
The planes were still leaving, and the Taliban's like, we're in charge now again.
Yeah. And all the assets.
You guys did nothing.
all the assets, like, people assets that we had over there that we were, you have to go kill your fellow countrymen for us, and we're going to take care of you because we're going to win this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And, you got to take your country back and all that, machismo bullshit. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, it was just like, well, we're out of here. Peace. Fucking, we told you guys to figure it out. You got to figure it out now. We're going to take our billions of dollars with us, and now you got to fucking fight with all this outdated equipment that you have. Oh, and by the way, we're going to leave all of our modern equipment, and the Taliban's going to keep it.
Mm-hmm. Like, you guys, we're going to leave it for you, but obviously.
And honestly, I think that's the darkest fucking part of it, of the withdrawal, was we left all that equipment there for them to use against the people that we turned to fight with us against them. Like, how fucked up.
That's fucked up. Uh-huh.
And there's still a resistance front in Afghanistan that's fighting the Taliban currently.
Yeah, there has been ever since the Taliban became the Taliban.
Yeah.
There's always been a resistance against them. And
this exacerbated it greatly. I mean, and yeah, it's sad.
It is sad. Because we can leave. That's the thing, is we can leave. We just left. We did just leave. They can't. They don't have that choice.
No.
They're stuck, and they're like, oh shit.
An Afghan refugee, that's a hard sell.
Very hard.
Because like, you're from a country full of terrorists. Yeah. We don't know who's who, motherfucker.
Right. Like, no, but I was helping the Americans, like, prove it. Like, fuck.
We don't know if you're going to bomb the Louvre or fucking fly an airplane into a skyscraper.
Right.
No, stay there. This is a country the size of Texas. We don't care if you guys burn.
It's true. It's true.
That's ultimately what the world said.
Yeah. It is true. I mean, I get it.
But I think, honestly, and I've been watching Trump, and I'm not in favor for or against Trump, really. Mm-hmm. But, like, he was talking about negotiations with the Taliban about getting removed from the terrorist lists or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I think that would be beneficial for Afghan citizens big time.
Yeah. I mean,
it would be easier for legitimate Afghan citizens to maybe get citizenship elsewhere instead of living, unless they want to live under Taliban's Sharia law concept.
Right. I guess my thing is
political asylum would be easier.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not super well versed in the history of it all, I guess, but has the Taliban ever really reached outside of Afghanistan and like did terrorism?
No.
That's what I'm getting at. It's like this whole time
they're basically the National Guard of Afghanistan.
That's what I'm kind of getting at. It's like, I don't think the Taliban's good by any means. They're, introduced Sharia law and they are keeping Afghanistan in a fucking, the damn dark ages. But at the same time, it's like, they never reach outside of their own country. They just want to control their own country and run it the way they see fit. Yeah. And if the citizens don't like it, then yeah, they do have to figure out and fucking fight them and kill them and change it. But at the same time, it seems like a lot of people fucking kind of like the way the Taliban run things, otherwise they won't have recruits, So,
yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying is like, would it hurt to take them off the terrorist watch list? Or they didn't really terrorize anyone outside of their own country, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think going like after all this 20 plus years of war and how close we are to war with Russia and China and all this stuff in Ukraine and in Israel, all this shit. I think if we all just took a step back and stopped trying to fucking change each other and just try to work with each other, it would be a lot better. But obviously, it's all easier said than done.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm not mad at a U.S. president that's like, I'm going to try striking a deal and try like getting people to work together instead of fight each other. I don't think that's a bad idea to try.
No, absolutely not.
So it's one thing we haven't tried for a long time. We've been so gung-ho on just being like, all right, you don't agree? We will fucking bomb you to oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to fucking get in line with what America wants, then we're going to bomb the shit out of you. Because that is one thing. Like, our dollar is not backed by gold anymore.
No.
It's backed by military might is what it is. So if people stop using our dollar, we'll just go to war with them.
Pretty much.
That's why every other country is afraid of getting off the U.S. dollar, because they're like, well, if I do that, then that's going to really hurt America. And what does America do when they're hurt? Blows everyone up.
Yeah.
It's like no one wants that.
No.
So But yeah, I don't know. We've been going on for quite a while now, dude. So
Yeah.
I don't want to take up your whole night.
Yeah.
So, but thanks for hopping on. This has been a really fun, interesting conversation. Didn't talk a lot about military stuff, which is always nice to cover. But I think it's also nice. I've been talking about hunting for so long, since it feels like like every week since season started. So it's nice to kind of break it up and talk about something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the shit that I think about a lot. I guess.
Yeah, that's fun. That's what's fun about having you on, because no one ever really knows what we're going to talk about. Well, fuck, we don't even know what we're going to talk about until we get in here. So it's fun just kind of see what happens.
Hell
So
yeah, dude.
all right, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks.